one of the things that makes a wife a good wife largely depends on the relationship the person has with their families, including their
The
father.
father.
Yes,
Yes.
because you receive the first male kind of love from your father.
Yeah.
Mhm.
For me, I don't think I would have married somebody that does not have a good relationship with the father.
With a father,
Because
yes.
you perceive my own kind of relationship
As
as
strange.
As strange.
I had a
Right.
lady that told my brother
Yeah.
one time, she said that if he cannot give her the life that her father has given her, she does not want to have anything to do with him.
As a man, I just believe what you need to understand when a lady is so much in love with her dad, she is not comparing you with her father.
Some do, actually.
Understand.
Yeah, some do because
Unintentionally, some
I
do.
know.
Because of the standard that has been set. A lady shares disturbing messages from talking stage after he learns she's very close to her dad. So basically, he's saying that she's too close to her father and he doesn't want him, a woman who, I can't read all of it because it's a bit lengthy, it's like 4-5 slides, but he doesn't want a woman who shares a very close relationship with her father. Yes, he says that. So no, I have to read this part. Anyway, where is it? Okay, so he says, you don't have to be rude. I merely just explained myself to you and you blocked me. I'm a man who strongly believes in honesty. Yes, I like you, but then again, there are certain things that my woman is not supposed to be doing. There should be limits. If you're very close to your mom, that's okay. And I also believe that as a lady tends to grow up, there are certain things that she should distance herself from, and certain people. And by certain people,
I mean, your father, certain people.
and then her response is, thank you for the preview of what dating you would look like. I'll pass. The audacity is bigger than the relationship we never had. If this is your personality in just a talking stage, I don't even want to imagine the free premium version. And then she says, I appreciate your absence in the presence of knowledge. Olodo uprising.
Thank you.
That gets brutal.
Okay, so Mike, I have a question. At what point can we say that a father-daughter relationship becomes too close for comfort?
Mr. James, you've been married for.
But he doesn't have a daughter, so would he be able to relate?
Now, let me tell you this thing. I don't have a daughter. But,
And you don't want to have?
But I have a wife and I have sisters.
Okay.
Yeah, so
You definitely have
yeah,
experience.
so I have experience, and
Yes.
I've seen my little niece how they intend to show love to the uncles more than the aunties. So you see, first of all, let me talk about the guy in this question. You know, when you see somebody that lacks love, you know, that guy came out from a background that the father wasn't a loving father. Understand?
But he's a boy.
Yeah,
He's not a
boy.
lady.
You're suggesting maybe he didn't have a good relationship with the father.
Thank you. Now the father might be this kind of father that if you see me, you run. Understand? So he grew up with that mentality that you can't love your father, but you can love your mother. Understand? So
Yes.
now the guy is dealing with a trauma of which he would like a psychological effect. It is there in him that if you want to love a parent, you can't actually love your father.
The man.
It is impossible. So if he sees anybody doing that, it is a threat to his own happiness.
So this man,
Understand?
this guy now,
It feels
so
like he's competing with the father.
for years,
bless
that's
you.
that.
Yeah,
She
yeah,
asked
yeah.
him the question,
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
so
it is.
is
So-
this insecurity?
And I think at some point the lady suggested therapy.
Yes.
to him, right?
Yes.
So is it that this is insecurity speaking, or I want to understand. So this guy now is saying that if he gets married and has a daughter, he doesn't want his daughter to share this kind of bond.
Now you
I'm
know-
speaking from experience. I'm an only daughter, and I have a very good experience with my father. Every time my father calls me, he says my baby girl. So I'm trying to imagine myself.
Exactly.
Yeah.
A man coming into your life.
Yes.
And now telling
In this
you
kind
that.
in this kind of
you don't
situation,
have
and
to-
saying that, even said that as a lady is growing up, there are certain things and
things
people that she should
she
distance
distance herself.
herself from.
No, you know who this man is. Now you see, let us talk about the butterfly. Understand? From the egg to the larva, caterpillar,
And then the butterfly itself.
Then the butterfly itself. Now this guy is trying to unveil his dictatorship. What this guy he is doing psychologically, and I thank God that this girl is wise. He is trying to cut every connection she has.
He even said that she
Understand?
doesn't
He
necessarily need
wants
her
to
father.
trim her down and get a slave where he puts her in the house, and he is the God. Understand? In her life, nobody matters. In her life, nobody speak. If it's not him, then she has nobody. And those are the kind of worst men you should ever meet as a woman.
But I'm surprised that
Understand?
this is coming from you. I expected that you will
You
find a
somebody-
way. Yes, I expected that you will find a
let,
way
let me
to,
tell you.
to twist it,
No.
to bring a perspective
Let me-
that the guy is coming
you
from,
know-
that
you
we should
know-
try to see.
You know,
Because it's you.
I can still do that very well.
No,
So-
don't,
so
don't do that.
I
I
that's what was expecting.
I appreciate his sincerity.
Okay. But you see, on this particular issue, like you see, why I'm not really comfortable with this guy, is a guy with a lot of
Self-esteem
low
and
self-esteem
insecurities.
and insecurity.
And
So
he sounds like a manipulator.
yes, so he is trying to trim her down. Like now, when my younger sister got married, I told the husband she might not have a father. Her father is late, but you see me, I'm the
Father
father.
figure.
The day you touch her, I'll visit you. The day she cry without a reason and she calls me on the phone, I'll visit you.
Small visitation.
Understand? And when he was paying the bride price, he paid the money. We did we shared the money back
And
into
gave him
two,
one
and
back.
we gave him
so that
back.
you know we are not selling our daughter.
And we made it clear. We say she is not
For sale.
The day you think you are too much, we will storm in there and we'll
Collect
pull her
our
out.
daughter, yeah.
Understand? So now a lot of men don't want this kind of relationship between their wife and their family. Understand? It's a threat to whoever their upbringing has molded them to
But
be.
you'll be
So they are
surprised
a terror.
that this guy is not standing
let
in
me
isolation.
let me say
Yeah.
something concerning this particular issue. We live in a dispensation where
But he has taken us another level.
women
Yes,
yes, I'm
yes,
going to
yes.
yes,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
going
yeah.
to I'm going to digress a little, but
Mhm.
just to create
The balance.
a background for what
Yeah.
I want to say. We live in a dispensation where whenever we are talking about relationships, marriage, success in marriage, and all that, we abdicate that responsibility to the ladies, particularly. We talk about ladies whenever we are talking about relationships, marriage seminars, and all that. We always want women to attend more. We want to educate women on relationships, on how they can become good wives, on how they can become good mothers to their children, and all
It's
that.
always
But I
tilted
think,
towards the
yes,
women.
the
Yeah.
women, almost all the education, even now, currently now, I don't know whether it's because of the feminism movement and all
Yeah.
that in our universities now, women are being more educated. We have, according to studies, you can check it, we have 114 women in the university to 100 men.
Yes.
Oh.
So
Okay.
women are becoming more educated than men.
Yeah.
And that is not only informal education, including family education, right? So a lot of men, we expect men to be the stability in our homes. We expect men to provide the moral values and all of those to set the standard as to how families should be run.
Yeah.
But then we
They're
educate.
not taught.
We are not, yes, men are not being taught properly as people. We are given this kind of delicate
Responsibility too.
Yes, because you cannot tell me that, because I, for one, believe that one of the things that makes a wife a good wife largely depends on the relationship the person has with the families, including their
The
father.
father.
Yes,
Yes.
because you receive the first male kind of love from your father.
Yeah.
Mhm.
For me, I don't think I would have married somebody that does not have a good relationship with the father.
With a father,
Because
yes.
you percip my own kind of relationship
As strange.
as strange because you never received it in the first
But
place.
then again-
and I don't understand that somebody who has this thing
So
as a
taking it personal
privilege.
because he has daughters.
Yes, I have daughters.
He's
Not-
angry.
if not even, I have a wife
Yes.
who has a very beautiful relationship with the father.
Yeah.
Right? And it's kind of like, I think it's one of the things that is making our marriage even more blissful. Because sometimes
This one is not. It's top
Yes.
to Mrs.
Yes,
Time
ma'am.
to
I'm
show.
telling you, no,
Show
because
off.
why I'm saying it like with every sincerity, every being in me,
Yeah.
that there's sometimes I can remember one day my I did something, so I don't think my wife liked it, so she called the father. I think she was speaking with the father and all that, and the father was on my side.
And she
Do you
was
understand?
upset.
Yes. No, she was not really upset because she wanted to know if it is what a man should do. Yes, if a man should do, and she has somebody who has also done it in his own marriage, and he was able to say that would have been a problem if she didn't have a representation as to what a male kind of love should do. Because women, and that's where the balance comes in. Women provide more of emotional kind of love. Men provide more of disciplinary kind of love.
I want us to be able to end so that we don't span too far. I want us to be able to define what the premise on which we can say that a relationship with a father is a good one. Because somebody can say, oh, I have a good relationship with my father, and is how are you, sir? And that's it. They speak maybe occasionally once a week. They are not quarreling, they are not fighting, but that's a good relationship to some people. Some people, the good relationship is they can be on the call with their dad, the lady with her dad, and they are hours on the phone gisting. I have a friend who calls her father, oh boy. That's how beautiful they are. Yes. If you're speaking to her dad, you think she's speaking to her boyfriend. Because so that's why I say let's define the confines in which we say that the relationship is with the father is good. But some other people, this is unhealthy. Because why are you not able to draw the line between a boyfriend kind of relationship and then for some other men, you see that they take these days. I see that intentional fathers are beginning to raise the bar. They buy their daughters flowers. They take them on date nights because they don't want this feeling to be strange. But then another man somewhere is saying, this bar that you are setting, what if I am not able to live up to this standard? You've raised your child in such a way, your daughter in such a way that she has seen that this is the normal, and so if I'm not able to do and surpass that, it becomes a problem. So how do you? That's where I'm going.
Now you know
I had a lady that told my brother one time. She said that if he cannot give her the life that her father has given her, she does not want to have anything to do with him. And my mother was pissed of that statement. She said, why is she comparing somebody that is just starting life to her father that has had this? How do we now create this balance?
Now you see, okay, first of all, I will try to answer this one. Then I will try to take us again into another angle of this topic.
Okay.
Why that guy might be reacting the way he is also reacting. Now you see, you will not blame a man for loving his daughter.
We know they here. We know the bedroom. Speak out.
Okay, with this my honeymoon voice, you don't like her. Okay, see, we will not blame a man for loving his daughter and treating treating her right. Understand? Good. And you will not stop a baby girl that says her father has everything to stop loving her father to the extent that she loves the dad, that she can call him anytime, talk to the father anytime and everything. Now, as a man, I just believe what you need to understand when a lady is so much in love with her dad, she is not comparing you with her father.
Some do actually.
Understand?
Yeah, some
unintentionally. Some do
know.
because of the standard has been set.
Now you know why they just do that. Now, when they do that, it is not intentional. Understand? Now they feel if their father can love them in this pattern, which is their father that gave birth to them, you that they share the same body with, why can't you do that? So they like the way a lady thinks. So they actually believe that if they can share their body for you, you should be able to do more than what their father is doing.
Yeah, and I think more sometimes does not really mean
and the
same method.
No. It is not money. It is not like because our father bought her a house, then you must.
But some
do
people,
that.
Some people, yes, exactly. But some people, that's the standard.
But to a lady, understand, it is more of you being there. Understand? Now, when the father sets a certain standard, I always tell men, if there's a standard and you are not up to the standard, somebody else is up to it.
So you shouldn't push for it.
That is why men are measured by size and everything. Understand? So if you know that is not your standard, you leave it.
Let me say something.
Question.
Let me
understand.
This question has not been answered properly as I would have wanted it to.
Have a take.
Okay.
Yes, I have a different take. Yes,
Okay.
it's not that it has not been answered properly, but I have my own take on it. Now, is this now we've moved into
we are progressing.
Yes, because you answering particularly based on what this guy said. This guy said there's no I don't think there's any strange feeling as to the love between the father and the daughter here. There's
Yeah, in this
nothing
context,
really
right? Yes.
not wrong with that. And then this guy has not sustained enough relevance
Yes.
in this
In-
relationship.
in this
Yeah, it's
relationship.
a
That
talking
making
stage. Yeah, they said it was a
the
talking
demands
stage.
he's making. That's the first. You should know your place first. You're not the lady's husband.
Mhm.
As a husband, it is when you become a husband that you a certain level of priorities.
Yeah.
That
Definitely.
conversation that you should be given. That does not necessarily mean
I mean,
she's the
but
person.
what-
But what I'm
patterns
saying
now,
at this
you'll be able
particular
to
level,
spot
and
things.
you're already saying that because the person was on the phone with the father. I mean, who are you? You're just coming in and you're acting
Yeah.
her out and
Yeah.
all that. And then the person is even telling you, okay, when you called,
I was on the call with my
I was on the
father.
call with my father.
And he
What
says
is wrong
by
with
this
that?
time.
And he said
Which
by
is
this
for
time.
you
What
to
is that?
even
Person
be
with
okay.
their family. You don't know what they are talking about.
Yeah.
You don't know the issue they have in the family.
Yeah.
You don't know what they are dealing with. You didn't even ask, though you should not even ask because it's none of your business. You just say, okay, you should just accept it. It's when you are in the relationship, you understand the workings of the
Nitty-gritties of their
Yes,
family. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for that English. So that you'll be able so you know your place and know, how the relationship, the dynamics of the relationship, and then know your place, and then you know how to handle it. So, answering concerning that particular event, this guy has no right saying what he has said.
And I even
And
think
then-
that
But the question you asked as to when that relationship
yes,
becomes
is there any
So,
point that it becomes
well,
too close for comfort?
too
And I'm not
close for
speaking
comfort.
just in the frames of a talking stage or relationship. I'm talking about
Yes, even in
futuristic
marriage.
yes.
And now
Because
that
how
is
do you
where-
know that it's not going to now start
that
overlapping?
is exactly
in marriage?
that is where I now say it is also the responsibility of that same father, because you want your child to experience the holistic nature of the relationships,
Yeah.
right? So you want to give them the skill that they need to maintain those relationships, even if it means you being out of this picture a little bit, right?
Okay.
And teaching them who is what at every point in their relationship.
Yeah.
Now that this lady is in your house, you are the sole. That is why. Okay, how can we tell a lady that you are not the responsibility of your boyfriend? That you should ask your father, and that person. That means that father has sustained a certain level of priority in that relationship.
person's yes.
Yes.
And their life.
Yes. And then we now say you now becomes the relationship of the responsibility of your husband when you now
Get
married.
married
That means
eventually.
even the priorities has actually
Shifted.
shifted.
Yes.
It is wisdom that should do this, right? At that point in time, the first authority in that relationship is the husband.
So the thing is, there are some ladies who, even at this point, they are not able to, be able to have the ability to create the balance, so to speak, right? So it's and then as trivial or as little as something like this may sound, you'll be surprised how many people have gone how many married people have gone their separate ways because a woman is not able to bring that balance because of the
Because you
relationship
know
she used to
what?
have with her father.
Sorry. Now, before we even answer this question, now let us see this girl as a daddy's girl.
That's what she is,
Good.
obviously. He said
Now,
so.
Now, if you turn it, if you switch
Flip
sides,
side, yes.
ladies don't like men that are called
Mommy's boys. Yes.
You
And
understand?
every time a woman says that you are too close to your mother, the relationship with your mother is too close to
Understand.
the men also have a problem
Yes,
with you. So you are saying
understand.
that I should not be close to my mother.
So you see this, I think like the opposite gender, now we always fight for first place whenever we're in love
With the
our-
opposite.
with the opposites. If a girl is so much in love with a guy and that guy loves his mother, she will hear her voice and say, I don't want to date a mommy's boy, because you know why? She wants to be the number one there.
Yeah.
So likewise, this guy too
wants to be the number
wants to be
one.
the number one in the girl's life.
Yes.
Understand? But the pattern of which
He's approaching it.
He is approaching it.
Yeah.
That is a problem.
That is exactly what we're talking about, because we are still on the stock.
But me, I'm telling you guys that
Yeah.
I'm
It is a
trying
pattern.
I'm
And then-
trying to make you guys see that there's a perspective that people are missing out on, that the fact that we understand that he doesn't have the right standing to demand for such right now.
Yeah.
But there's this part of you being able to spot things early enough.
Yes.
Do you understand? Such
Yeah.
that you're able to tell if this is going to be happening at that
Let
point.
me, let me tell
so
you.
how
Let me- no,
do
see,
you
let me
how
tell
are you sure
I
that
don't know how I'm feeling like this, because we should not be.
because you have girls, that's why.
I don't know why I'm feeling like this, because we're not supposed to be dealing with this topic through the lenses of emotion and all that. But then I can categorically tell you that the relationship that this girl has with the father has nothing
to
to
do
do
with
with toxicity or whatever.
Sure, yeah,
What
I can
what I
agree.
see here is that somebody was having a conversation with their father by around that particular time.
It doesn't matter what time.
And then you don't
Oh,
even,
yes,
yes, it doesn't even matter
time.
what time, because you don't know what they are talking about and you don't know what necessitated that conversation at that particular point in time. So, but you saying that you wanted, because I'm looking at what the person is saying. It's not even how they are saying it, but what they are saying
he said he
particularly.
wanted a lady.
He said something about at certain point in your life that a relationship you're supposed to forgo.
Yeah.
You
distance
yourself from and all that.
I think that's somebody,
And I
like
think-
you said earlier,
exactly.
is that somebody
That
who is
is-
trying to manipulate her
Exactly.
in-
Let me
in-
tell you what manipulators do most times. What they do is that manipulators want to get to a point where you don't have anything to fall back to, right?
isolate you.
Yes, they will first of all start isolating you from some of your important relationships. It gets to a point where they are they are the only
Figures,
relationship. Yes, the only the figure in your life that if anything should happen,
The
you
only
don't know
standing
anybody to
pillar.
confide to and all that. So they make themselves the only relevant
Pillars in
relationship
person's
or
life.
pillars
Yeah.
so if they get to that point, they've destroyed you. It will take you a lot of time. That's why sometimes the persons in the relationship cannot even leave because they don't have any other place to go. They are seeing these people as the focal point of their existence and life. So, but what I'm saying, but trying to balance what you said about knowing where this thing comes in.
Yeah, and how to apply a balance when they eventually get married.
Yes, experientially, it's still a conversation. I don't think that like what Mr. James said about if it was the other way around,
Yeah.
calling a man a mommy's
mommy's
boy,
boy.
always it is also the same way we deal with these things. I think I've told you people about when I was about getting married. I got married at the age of 27. People were considered me to be very young, that I shouldn't be getting married at that particular age, and that because small money was entering my head according to what they say, that I've not even taken care of my mom, and I want to go and
Get
get
a
a
woman.
woman and all that. And then though I did not, I heard it from somebody who heard it from somebody,
Yeah,
and then I now
yeah.
heard it. And my response was that it doesn't, whether you're married or you're not married, if you're going to take care of your mom, you're going to take care of your mom. The
Regardless.
relationship you have with your mom and the one you have with your wife, that's totally
Different
different
things, yes.
relationships, right? And if you're able to be wise enough, you'll be able to fulfill those relationships without this one conflicting.
Overlapping, yeah.
Yes,
But
conflicting
then-
and all that, overlapping. But why I'm saying these particular people, why I'm saying something about it, this particular
Context we're
context,
dealing
where I'm
with.
saying something about it particularly is because a man who is a mommy's boy is not because it stems from a place of ignorance.
But I think there's a
And
difference.
it's-
So
yes, I'm coming.
I should. Yes,
because
I should.
I know
at
that
this point, I
women,
think I should differentiate the relationship.
I know that women want to be the sole, be
Number one,
the
like
number
Mr.
one in
James
the
said,
man in
yes,
a man's
and
life.
vice versa.
Yes.
But I don't think you people have. Let me speak from a lady's perspective, right? And I believe I speak for ladies when I say what I want to say. I don't think the level or what we equate to being a daddy's girl is 100% tantamount to how we equate it to being a mommy's
boy.
Yes, here's what I mean. A typical mommy's boy does not know how to put himself together. Yes, that's a typical mommy's boy. He
the
doesn't
decisions
know
they make
basic things. He cannot make decisions on his
for him,
own
yes.
by himself.
By himself.
He cannot do basic things for himself. If he
Yes.
needs to eat, he needs his mother. If he needs to make
And
financial
I've heard
decisions,
people
he
that
needs
when they
his
want to
mother.
get their wife something,
Yes,
they even consult.
Yes, so that's
their
a typical
mom,
mommy's
yeah.
boy. I know somebody who, as little as to cut onions. This is an adult, so it means basic life skills that a person should have.
They don't
He
have.
doesn't have it. But on the other hand, a daddy's girl is somebody who probably has been spoiled silly
Yeah.
by her father based on
And
standards.
she expects that same standard.
So I don't
The
think
same-
they are
that's
the
what I'm
same.
saying.
So
There
who
are
should,
dynamics.
okay, wait first. No.
So
Excuse
when
me,
I
excuse me,
say
excuse me.
I cannot date a mommy's
Okay,
boy,
now.
I cannot date a man
Okay,
who
now.
cannot clean up after
Okay.
himself.
Okay, now.
You don't need me to tell you that you
excuse me.
peed on the toilet
Now
seat
you see the thing.
and there are stains and you should
See.
handle it, or you should put the seat down and things like
Favor,
that. You
favor.
come back from work,
That
your
is
shoes are all
why-
over the. I can't. That's
That
what I
is
can't
But I don't
why.
think that's really a
listen.
definition
No,
of
no, no, no,
Yeah,
no.
but
Excuse me. See,
maybe
No,
not
that's
holistic.
now I will come in
that's
full.
not
now.
really-
Maybe not holistic.
Now I will come in full.
Yeah, what did you have,
Understand?
Mr. James? You say, yes.
Now I will
But
come
I'm
in full.
saying that
Now you
that's
see
That's
the
not really.
Yes,
now you
but
see the
my
angle
initial-
that
my
I don't want to
initial-
go to. No.
My,
Now you see
my
the
initial
angle.
description
Now you
is
see
the
the
typical
angle that I
example.
want
No,
to.
maybe not the
That I
second
don't
one.
want
That's
to go
the
to.
initial example of a mommy's
Yeah.
boy.
Now you see
He's
the angle.
completely reliant on the mother.
Now you see the
for every
angle.
little thing.
Now you
It's-
now you see
So
the
I don't think they're
angle.
the same thing.
Now you see
Yeah.
the angle that I don't want to actually step into the you actually want
Yes,
to
I can say that I'm a daddy's girl,
Now
but
you
I
want to
don't
take me
rely
there.
on my father for
You
every. I
are
can take care of
not
myself.
a daddy's girl.
Chineke me, how can you say I'm not
No,
a daddy's
see,
girl?
Listen, no.
You don't know
wait
the
first.
relationship I have with my dad, so you can't
am
say that I'm
coming.
not a daddy's girl.
I am coming. See, when we say a daddy's girl,
Mm-hmm.
understand the same way the guy is being possessed by his mother. That is how the
Bust
father
my head.
possessed.
I don't think so.
No.
Bust my head.
Excuse me.
I don't
excuse me.
think so.
Bust
That
my
you are not
head.
the same
Listen,
relationship.
no.
Bust my
See.
Okay,
see.
now that we are now
Excuse me.
we're moving from agreement.
Excuse
We're now
me.
moving from agreement now. But
A
Understand.
particular topic that
The
all
same
of us
way.
agreed on.
Understand. The same way the guy is being possessed by his mother, that the girl is not okay with it.
it's not the same thing.
That is the same way the father has possessed his own
No,
daughter.
it might be
Excuse
a thing
me.
like
No.
there might
Wait.
be a thing, but they're not the
Excuse me.
same thing. I don't
Excuse
agree.
me. Excuse me. Wait now. You will see a lady in a marriage, understand, that before they go to their husband, or before they say anything to their husband, or before they even discuss personal issues with their husband, they will first of all take it to their father. With some men,
Find it
because
very
even me,
uncomfortable.
because you know why. See,
I don't think
listen.
that's typically a daddy's girl.
Wait,
That's
wait.
just somebody who
No,
maybe
mm-mm,
needs
mm-mm,
a level of
No, your
what
husband
you
comes
said,
first.
what you were trying to
Listen,
explain
listen.
earlier.
No.
That your wife maybe that's the kind of
No,
scenario.
don't try to paint it, because even the
I'm not
Bible
painting
say
it.
a man shall live, cliff become one.
Yes.
Now there's a cycle. So the same problem you have with mommy boys, I have seen daddy's girl, Randa, my half-caste sister, daddy's girl. What you are complaining that a man will just come and off his clothes and Randa did worse as a daddy's girl. Even me, as a brother, I said, blessing not to find room, just tie this girl on top fan. Because you know why? It was too possessive. Her father was a white man.
I still don't think that relationships
Understand?
are the
So,
dynamics of these.
now you see the
relationships are
dynamics
different.
of this love. Even rather down, it got to here. No, yo, it got to here that at every second and every you will know daddy is everything. You don't play around her. Understand? So what I'm trying to say is that in all this, coming from the male and the female, what will bring out a very good relationship is now the role that the mother intends to play and the father, intends to play.
So yes,
Like a mother now, a good mother now will tell her own son, I know I love you,
yeah,
but at this point, this position is for your wife.
Wife, yeah.
exactly.
But many
And a
people
good
don't do
father
that.
too,
Yeah.
we tell
We tell the daughter.
say,
Yeah.
don't run to me when you have your first issues. I am not your husband. I have seen men say it loud. I am not your husband. If you have any issues, if you are hungry, whatever, go to your husband first. Now
But there are times when the father
the
eventually has
only
to still
time
come
you
in.
can come in is when he's unable.
Mhm.
Unable.
Or when it's a
Understand?
problem.
Or when there's a problem. Understand? So I think it is vice
I think,
versa.
Mr. James,
Understand?
we've actually tried as much as possible
Yeah.
to balance this topic. But
Although
then what I
you
wanted
didn't,
to
No,
I still
what I want
stand
to
by
speak-
what I
No, you want
say.
to hit men.
What
So
I
let
want
us
to-
not
I'm not
stand
trying
by
to hit
that.
men.
Now you
The
see
what
the
I
mommy
want to
boys
say
dynamics
issue.
of that is different.
Because
I
you
want
know
to-
why?
It's
No.
different.
What I want to-
It is
what I
not
want to-
different.
everybody-
As we
we've
have
ended
peace
up-
now, as we have
Wait.
peace,
The
let us
dynamics
allow
of
this
that-
peace.
a mommy's boy, a typical mommy's boy is different from a typical guy. They're not the same
No.
thing.
What- there are a lot of things you
typical
said.
that this girl,
Mr. James.
she is dangerous in a marriage.
Mr. James.
She
They are not the
is
same
a
thing.
vampire.
They are not
Listen,
Don't say that. They're not the same
listen.
thing.
A
You can't speak for a
typical
woman
daddy
and
girl
woman here,
will
so
kill
they're
the
not the same
husband
thing.
first with depression
Let me
and
no.
frustration.
Let me
Please,
tell
we
you.
have to wrap
Let
up.
me tell you. You
Fanatic.
saying you speak for women here. You
Yes.
don't see it like the men see it actually.
Yeah.
Because you said a lot
I
of
know
things that
that.
I disagree with.
Okay,
Particularly
thank you.
as it has to do with
You said the second
Yes.
one does not, and I
Yes,
agreed.
it
I
doesn't
said
really
maybe
capture
not
that
necessarily,
perception
but
because-
the initial description I gave,
Because
most
I
times
think that's about
most
it.
times what
Because
women
if you can't make a
say
decision
to
without
be
Understand?
mommy's
It is
mommy's
the same thing.
mommy's boy
Yeah.
is particularly as it has to do with decision. I've had a conversation with a young lady that left her marriage.
decision
Though
and
she did not
handling,
really
because they always
she did
have
not really
their
leave
mother
the marriage.
picking up after them, so they don't learn it
The husband and the mother chased her out of the marriage
because they have a very good relationship.
yes, because they have a very good relationship. And the girl was actually very uncomfortable to a point that before the husband gets her something, he would have to consult with the mom.
It doesn't
Before-
make any. That's what
if
I'm
they have
saying.
issues,
It's the
they
same
would
thing
have
too
to-
that we
No,
are
no, it's
saying.
not the
no,
same
no.
thing.
That's what I want to tell you. That is the typical representation of
That
what.
was my
Yes.
initial description.
But you
then
saying-
I went
but
for
I-
the reason I went for that is because There's an example of a boy who growing up.
You mean
wait,
the
hold
mom
on.
doing everything
For
for
him, so
for
he
him?
become
It's different.
So no.
It's
It's
That is not
different.
a mommy
It's not
boy.
really
Wait,
being a
hold on.
mommy
That
boy.
is a
Yes,
spoiled
yes,
child.
yes.
That is a
Yes,
spoiled
yes,
child.
okay, maybe.
That's
So
a
that's why
spoiled
I say
child.
it's
That
That
is
is not a
generally
mommy's
exploitation.
boy.
Even
It's
women
That's a
can suffer the same thing.
Thank
I've
you.
seen
Because
a
it's
woman
used to
that
always being
the
picked
mom
after.
does everything for her. And it gets
Understand.
to a point that when she now came to the husband's house, she's not able to do anything.
Okay,
right?
no
because
problem.
so
I
it has
stand,
nothing
I
to-
stand
so-
down. I stand
Exactly.
corrected. I
So
hear.
what I want to
Before
tell
you
you,
will chop
focus
my head
on
off.
the decision aspect because this is actually
It's-
very
Not
important.
just
That's
decision, finances as well. And then
No,
approval
decision has
certain-
everything to do with finances now, right?
enough.
Yes,
Fair enough.
because me referencing what somebody said about me getting married early and whether or not
Fair
I will be
enough,
able to
yes.
take care of my mom since I'm now being married. And it's down to me to understand the terrain and know that the relationship you have with your wife is quite different from the one you have with your
You should be able
mom.
to also stand
And
your
if you
ground.
if you have a good mom, your mom should be able to understand that
Not
there's a
everybody
place
does.
that is there's a place for your wife and there's a place for her. And also because she putting herself in that of your husband, your wife's shoes, should know
Place,
that
yeah.
she wanted a place for herself in her own marriage, and she should also give that woman her own place.
Yes, because she already
And I
has
also
hers.
believe that the father should do that.
Let me-
I'm trying to say this particularly is because when you do everything for your daughter, you provided for her, and I'm an advocate of that. If you have whatever, give your daughter whatever life you want her to have,
Yeah.
as much as you can.
want, yeah.
But it's wisdom also entails that you communicate to that particular person that there are possibilities in people's life according to where they are at a particular point in time in their life. There's something I will not be able to do in my 30s. In my 30s to maybe in my 40s, I should be making huge investments, investing my money and all of those. It is not when I'm going to be buying you some things and all that. That does not necessarily mean I'm not going to be providing those things at the level at which I can at that point. But it's a point where we have to make, intentional decisions as to the kind of future we want to have. To be able to give our daughters the kind of life your father was able to give you. Yes, I'm thinking that there's responsibility shared across that the husband, the father should be able to tell the daughter, this person is
Also
different.
your thought, don't
The
forget.
way they communicate love is different. But I'm not saying that. It's just that let it be that the way you communicate love is different from the way they communicate love, and not that you are not communicating at all.
Okay.
It's different. And let the person understand that, okay, the person will also learn. I know there's a place for learning and improvement.
Yeah.
And also be able to tell that even the way that your father showed you love may not really be the best. And the person also has their own perspective. So it's down to
I don't think we
communication
can
and responsibilities.
holistically. I
Now
don't
you
think
know
we
where
can
I want to
exhaust
come
it.
in. Maybe sorry, I will not take much time. Even the Bible says, "Bring up a child in a way."
You should go.
It should go that when they
It's
grow
old,
up,
you will not depart
they will
from
not
it.
depart from it. Now, as a father, I just believe that there are some certain level of love you give to both the male child and the female child. Understand? You don't go all out, because going all out.
Why wouldn't you go all out?
Excuse me.
Why wouldn't you go all out?
Going all out is not actually love.
It's what?
Understand. Now, there's a place you love, there's a place you discipline, and there's a place
There's
you
no-
Let me
No,
discuss.
no, no.
Let me
Let
me just correct something.
We're not saying that you
if
can't
you-
no, that's not what we're talking
If
about.
you allow me land,
Let me just
No,
correct.
lack of discipline
Let me
is
just correct.
holistically
Let me-
involved
If
child. That's
let
what we're
me-
talking about.
let me correct.
I am coming.
Let me correct
if
something.
If you allow me land, you will understand.
That's what we're talking about.
Understand? So now, going all out and loving, and now, I have seen men. Okay, fine. I have seen men that were good from the beginning. Understand? Father brought girls up good. Men were good from the beginning.
Okay, we have to wrap up.
Good. But when men were down, the ladies authoritatively, I can't cope. This is not what.
That's
I was
not going.
brought
That's
to-
not as a result of going all out.
No.
That's
Excuse
just
me.
maybe lack
That
of
is
wisdom or
That
how
is not
to
lack of
navigate.
wisdom.
It's possible.
That
It's
is
not a-
why no. That is why I went back to the Bible, because now the Bible sets the map for all. Bring
Going
up a
all
child.
out does not
Understand?
stop you from
Bring
disciplining.
up a
Discipline
child.
has its place.
Excuse me. Bring up a child. It will go. When you go all out, like the way you were saying, I will buy this. I get it.
Yes, it doesn't stop you from disciplining.
Excuse me. You will do all that. I'm not saying you should not do all that. Understand? But now you don't do. You will not know the extent that you are taking this to, how good you are doing it, and how you are still creating little damages in her that will not help her in her marriage. Because you know why? She is a lady meeting a different kind of man, which the journey of that man is in God's hand. Can she cope? Can she stay? I am not saying you should not love. I'm not saying you should not care. But down the line,
We have to wrap up, guys.
like my wife was born and brought up in Zone 4. Family is good. All fair, beautiful girl, all yellow everywhere.
We have to wrap up.
Maybe we will have a part 2.
We have to.
Understand?
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
we
we
have
have
to.
to.
But then
We
what I
have
want
a
to
part
say
two, so let's just
in general
round
is
up.
that
Say it in the part 2.
Understand?
there's no difference between love
Understand.
and discipline.
That's what
Love,
I'm. There's no
there's
yes.
discipline
The
inside
lack of
Understand.
discipline
love.
goes
Yes.
both ways, and that
So
creates a spoiled
it's-
child, not
it's-
necessarily
Alpha.
that. Jesus.
That's why
Stand up.
you
Tell us
teach
what you think in the
people
comments. Is there a
responsibilities
point where a father-daughter relationship becomes too close for comfort? Tell us what you think.
to comfort for close.
Now, okay.